In the following video, we will be walking through the Cloud SQL app. This is another example of a CTO.ai official app that has been built to facilitate management of Cloud SQL instances. Let's start by quickly reviewing the requirements of this app. The only things that is necessary for the app to function properly is for the users to set up a secret that holds the GCP credentials. It is very important that the service account that is set up to use for this app has the right permissions, and they are listed in the README of the app. It's very easy to set up this secret. There are instructions in the README, and then in order to use the app, we can just run ops run Cloud SQL and see the available options. So let's just go in Slack and start the app. Just to have a quick look, we're going to be checking that the app is doing what we expect it to do by looking at the GCP interface. So right now we have one instance in there. As of now, the app supports the following options. You can list your existing Cloud SQL instances. You can provision an instance, just a public one for now. You can clone an existing instance as well as you can delete one. Let's go with list. We can see we've gotten the information about the existing instance we have in there, the products database. We can see the region, the zone it's deployed in, the actual database tier, as well as the disk size and the database version. And very important, we can see whether the database is actually running or not, and the IP address that it can be accessed at. Let's go ahead and try the second option in here to provision a database. Let's say we want another one for our orders. We can select the region, and we have the freedom to deploy this instance in whichever region makes the most sense for our project. Let's go with Europe, let's say. We can select a database version. Let's assume that in this case I will want to use MySQL instead of Postgres. For the database tier, we have all the options that are supported by Cloud SQL for MySQL. Let's just go with small. This usually takes a few minutes as the database is being provisioned. Now that the database has finally finalized, we can actually see the details of the database that we just created, and we can see that it's ready to run, as well as we can check the IP address that was allocated to it. We can now choose a different option. As we mentioned, cloning is just basically going to list us the existing instances and allow us to select one for cloning the data and all of the settings attached to that instance. Let's go with delete. We can see the existing instances, and we can go ahead and delete the database that we just created. Once again, this is going to take a few minutes as we wait for the GCP to complete the operation. We have successfully deleted the database, so now we can go back to the main menu and see if there's anything else we would like to do. Let's just check out the clone menu, the clone option in the menu. We're not actually going to wait for it to complete, but if we're going to select products in here, this is actually going to prompt us for a new name for our database. So let's say we want to clone the products database for staging. So this is going to kick off the process of cloning that particular instance, including all of the data, not just the settings of that database, and creating it under the new name that we just selected. So just to go here and check that the UI reflects our changes. We can see the orders database has been deleted, as well as the staging database being created, and We can easily see the settings are identical, the region is identical, everything else is identical to the original products database. We're going to let the op finish this operation, but this concludes our demo. Thank you for your time.